Okay, so we got the go-home show for WrestleMania. I actually watched the hour-long promo before that, which was the Rock and John Cena. It was actually really good. Knowing that the Rock is actually a chief in the Samoan culture, that's really impressive. Seeing more of John Cena and the Make-A-Wish Foundation stuff, yeah. If I were to have not seen that stuff, like almost once or twice a month, the E plays a package of showing John Cena and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. It's fantastic work. I'm glad that he does it. You know, but it just gets kind of dry and repetitive of seeing that every single time. Yeah, John, we get it. You're an awesome guy. Yes, we understand. Now I'm gonna skip all of Raw and go to the end. Raw came out, cut a okay promo. You can tell that his best material was the Fruity Pebbles from like the very early on, and he's kind of been, I'll say, hamstringed by the PG era. Cena came out and did a pretty good job. And then Cena came out and said the reason why people like myself hate him is because he rises above it. He rises above it. Yeah, nobody beats John Cena. Nobody. And that's why he's still. I'm gonna paint two scenarios here. The Rock beats John Cena. The Rock then leaves to film a movie. Cena has something to prove. The Rock has a reason to come back. Other scenario. John Cena beats The Rock, which is probably what'll happen. And then who will John Cena fight against? I mean, if you've beaten The Rock, then who do you lose to? Cena's beaten Triple H, Edge, Orton, Batista, Great Khali, Mark Henry, Big Show, JBL, Angle. Who's also beaten The Rock. I think he's also beaten Eddie Guerrero. I'm trying to think of other people who would have been big names. I think he's beaten Undertaker in a match before as well. There's pretty much nobody on the active roster who hasn't had a match with John Cena who he hasn't defeated. So they bring in Lord Tensei, and then Lord Tensei, who was Albert or A-Train, depending on when you watch him, he's going to be the person who's going to beat John Cena. I mean, John Cena defeated like 7 members of the Nexus. He lost to Wade Barrett, I think, like once, and then he destroyed Wade Barrett a couple months later. He's beaten Kane when Kane was like the unstoppable super monster. There's really nobody left for him to fight. He's defeated everybody. So then where does John Cena go from that? Does what? Feud for a title? Will they build John Cena up to take it the Undertaker next year? Might as well. It's the last thing he's got to do. Will he win the King of the Ring tournament? Will they bring back the Battle Bowl so he can win it? Once John beats The Rock, he really has nowhere to go. And he's got probably at least 10 more years on his career. I mean, unless he's going to hold a tag team belt by himself. Why not? There's no tag division anyways. So anyways, on to the actual WrestleMania Raw itself. I really hate when I watch a Raw and all the matches are under 3 minutes. I mean, the match that was between Otunga or the Blaster Piece and Santino was pretty much interrupted by the flag bearers for Team Johnny and Team Teddy. Santino got the win, and then afterwards, you got people inside the ring. I did find it to be actually kind of humorous, because you can see Teddy Long say something like, "Can I push you?" or "I'm gonna push you," and then he pushes Johnny through the old kind of like schoolboy trip with Santino. Not bad. Then later on, there's a match between Mark Henry and Great Khali, with Khali being fairly dominant, then World's Strongest Man out of nowhere. And then Booker T joins Team Teddy. There's also the revelation of Drew McIntyre taking the place of Christian. Christian had a match with CM Punk after Jericho ran down Punk again. Punk absolutely destroys Christian. GTS's him out of the steel steps. So what I thought would have been a really good competitive match was just CM Punk destroying him. Period. Kelly took out Eve. Kelly got the win. Don't know how that match is going to shape up their tag match. Maria Menounos currently has a broken rib. It'd be awesome to see them replace her with Layla. Yes, the one half of Lay Cool. Surviving half. Great to see her replace her because I think actually probably a pretty solid match. Lots of video packages. I mean, after the Mark Henry Khali match, Mark Henry tried to beat up Teddy Long, and that's when all of Team Johnny and Team Teddy kind of got involved. That's when Booker T showed up and saved Teddy Long from Mark Henry. Okay. That was kind of your Raw. I mean, had I paid money to have gone and seen that, I probably would have been pretty pissed. I mean, really. Oh, and I think Big Show fought one of the tag champs and destroyed him. Cody Rhodes ran him down again. Oh, I want to say there was a tag match. I think it was Orton and Sheamus versus Bryan and Kane. I don't even recall who won that match. That's how memorable that match was. I mean, this was actually a fairly poor Raw. For this being the last big Raw to lead you into, this is like the last Raw of the season. Very little wrestling, all it was promos. I get it, you know. Jericho and Punk aren't going to have a real good physical confrontation until Mania. Makes sense. But you can't combine those two to have a physical confrontation. Taker and Triple H, no physical confrontation. Rock and Cena physical confrontation. You've got like your three big matches, and no one's doing anything. There was no. You know, Rock didn't hit a rock bottom to end the show. Cena didn't hit an attitude adjustment. Nothing. It ended with those two face to face talking. You know, this year's Mania, with the exception of the Jericho Punk match, which I think is gonna be an awesome match. And I think we're going to have some pretty good stuff out of the Triple H Taker match. I mean, there's really nothing else on that whole card that makes me go, this is going to be an awesome WrestleMania.